Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Beyond the Barricade. It's been quite the night tonight. 4 interviews. It's been crazy, but just don't want to. I want to put this in the corner real quick. Oh, that wasn't the corner. That was everywhere. The Iron Sheik. Today we remember the Iron Sheik. Let's keep him and his family in our thoughts and prayers for tonight. And without further ado, let's welcome back the Big O. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Papa Dan? Guess what I got here tonight?
What have you got today? Oh, Prime. I'm trying to get an ambassadorship with them. I'm still waiting to hear word.
I know, man. I'm plugging for you. I love this. You put this in the freezer, put it in the freezer, let it freeze for a few hours, let it defrost for a little bit, shake it up. You got your own little snow cone right there. Prime.
It's good. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff.
It is. You put me onto it. I'm digging it.
Did I really?
Yeah.
First of all, let's start off with a big thank you to you. You know, everybody knows my son was in the hospital recently, and you sent him a very special message, but you're just a very special person, Big O. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart and the bottom of my son's heart that you sent that to him. That you know, he's not a wrestling fan, but he really appreciated that you took your time out to send him that message. So thank you very much.
It's really nothing. You know, we just started the show giving a tribute to the Iron Sheik, right?
We did, yes.
You know, condolences to him and his family, the entire wrestling community, anyone who's a wrestling fan, lost a legend.
Right. Yes.
But it's the same thing, you know. We met. You're a fan of NYWC, but more so, like, you're a great guy. You wanted me on your show. We became friends. You're helping me promote myself, my company, our product. And, you know, there was an unfortunate emergency. A family member got sick, and I just took 2 minutes out of my day to just let them know that there are people that care. So don't mention it again, okay? It's no problem.
Appreciate it. All right, we won't mention it again. So let's mention this. Uh-oh, look who you're facing. Joey Conway, June 17th. Make sure you go to New York, NYWC to get your tickets now. Your thoughts on this match coming up?
The cause of it all, Joey Conway.
Joey Conway.
So this is a match. This is a match that I'm not going to say I'm not looking forward to, but it's a match that I kind of didn't see happening. Circumstances evolved into Joey Conway becoming NYWC's top villain heel. And he's a very crafty, shifty, methodical wrestler who maneuvered his way to positioning. And I got to give him credit because he's put me in a position where he wanted an NYWC title shot, and now I have to give it to him because not only did he earn it, but there are some people whispering that they think he might be the next NYWC champ. And I got to knock that right out of the park and shut those people up.
Oh, let's shut those people up, man.
Well, I'm going to tell you why I'm going to shut them up, okay?
Gotcha.
No over-the-top wrestling promos here. We're just talking, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Okay.
Pal to pal.
I contemplated retiring a few times over the last couple of years. Whether it was an injury, whether it was I switched careers. Then I thought I was going to move out of state. Then COVID closed a lot of wrestling organizations for over a year.
Yeah.
Then I got married. Then I had another surgery last summer. But there's still some oil left burning deep in the tank. And Joey Conway, the cause of it all, is not going to be the successor that I leave the hands and the keys of NYWC to. He's not. He doesn't represent what, in my opinion, a true champion should embody. And I don't think he has the 100% attention of the crowd. Whether the fans adore him or are repulsed by him, I don't think he has 100% of the NYW faithful's attention. Maybe he'll grab it next Saturday night on the 17th. Or maybe I'll just bury his ass into a casket like you did Man Bun Jesus at Aftermath. Who knows? But I'm telling you right now, Joey Conway, if you're listening, I'm coming for you next Saturday night. This is now personal. And I'm going to break your neck one way or another.
Wow. Now I was at that show. What was going on with you and Sal Savelli?
So, Keith Oringer, our new NYWC commissioner, put a little twist on our tag match that Sal Savelli and I had against the Greek God Papadon and Joey Conway at Friend or Foe in May. And the stipulations were, if Papadon or Conway had pinned Savelli, they get to keep his Joker's wild cash-in contract, if you would. And if either of them pinned me, they would become the number one contender for the NYWC championship. Although Sal Savelli technically holds the card to be the number one contender of the NYWC championship at any point in time, right?
Right.
So I really don't feel like I have anyone that I can trust, because even if Sal Savelli is the self-proclaimed good guy, and he did assist when I was being jumped by Matt Cardona and Joey Conway, what's his ulterior motive? Obviously, he wants a title shot. He's yet to cash in, but at any moment in time, he could do that. And maybe Savelli knows, just maybe, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. And before last month's event, Savelli hadn't shown me anything where I could not trust him necessarily. But maybe Savelli somewhere believes that he can't beat me for the NYWC championship. So it would be in his best interest to somehow have a part in Joey Conway or Papa Don pinning me, because maybe one of them somehow would take the NYWC championship from me, and then Savelli could cash in on them. I mean, is that so far-fetched to believe?
Not at all.
No. So Savelli and I had some words before the match, trying to discuss a game plan, but it was very hard to get on the same page as him.
Right.
And from the early moments of the match, I understand he's young and he's aspiring, and he does have a lot of charisma, and his wrestling is actually pretty great. He's a very smart wrestler. He can get himself out of high-risk situations, and he doesn't quit. He doesn't give up, and I do admire that about him. But he was overzealous in our match, and when I had control of Papa Don numerous times, he tagged himself into the match. So instead of working with me, he wanted to work for himself, whether it was to prove to me, prove to himself, prove to the crowd, prove to the commissioner, prove to anybody that was in the house, that he could hang, that he was the man.
Right.
But that was really starting to get on my nerves, because we were wrestling together as a team, and what was at stake for both of us is important. If Savelli has sights set on the NYWC championship, if he loses that Joker's wild card, he's got to work his way all the way back up the ladder, and who knows many matches and how many months that could take him.
Right.
And again, if he in a way wrestled in such where it would cost me the match, well, he's not really losing anything if I'm pinned. He doesn't lose his Joker's wild card, and maybe he doesn't have to face me in a singles match. So how am I to trust his intent is anywhere close to being a cohesive unit with me? I can't. So as the match procured, it's not that I don't not want to trust him. I just don't have a reason to trust him, really. Right. Too much at stake.
Listen, everybody wants to be the champ, right?
That's right. Hey, I've wanted to be the champ for a long time. I haven't had the NYWC championship since 2015. It's been a long time for me to come back to get to the top of this mountain,
Right.
And in short, chaos broke out as I foresaw it would. I knew at some point in the match the referee was just going to lose control of it. And he did. And I felt a sharp, pointy thing hit me in the back of the neck. And it had to have been a blade on one of the wings on the NYWC championship belt.
Mm-hmm.
So I had gotten hit in the back of the head with the belt. I didn't know who hit me with the belt. Do I want to believe Sal would hit me with the belt? No. But again, I have no idea what's going on. I turn around, and when I come to, Sal's holding the belt. So would I believe my own teammate would hit me in the head with a belt? No. But at the same time, would a man do what he needs to do in order to secure himself and his security with his contract cash in or a title shot? Why not?
Right, yeah.
And I called him out on it. I was frustrated. Emotions were really flying. And because of that, the cause of it all, Conway, rolled me up, gave me a nice fat wedgie, squeezed my trunks, and I believe he had his foot on the ropes for extra leverage, because there was no way that soaking wet 160 pounds, cause of it all, Conway, is pinning a 280-pound champ. And I got pinned and I lost.
Right.
Was it an honest pin? I don't know. I didn't see it. I kind of had like my face scrunched into my chin. But I got hit in the head with the belt. I found out later that it wasn't Savelli at all. It was Papadon who hit me with the belt. So
that Papadon.
do I blame Savelli? I don't like pointing fingers. I like taking full responsibility for all the good and the bad in my life. Certainly my wrestling career. But at the same time, if Savelli and I had found common ground,
right,
we might not have been in that situation where Papadon was able to access the championship belt and get close enough to even hit me with it, and the whole thing could have been averted. So I'm not going to sit here and say I got hate for Savelli, but I'm going to tell you now, I don't trust him. And he's still immature in the sense where he didn't understand in the grander scheme of the match what was really at stake.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I get it.
So now looking forward to Conway, I mean, is Papadon going to be ringside? Is the commissioner, Keith Oringer, going to be ringside? Is Sal Savelli going to come out at some point in the match and pretend like he's got my back again?
Got your back, right.
I don't come out with anyone. I come out solo. Yes. Not because I'm too good for a partner or a manager. It's just at this stage in my career, the glory and the honor comes from me and only me, and that's how I would have it. I don't need to lean on anyone right now. I don't have a tag team partner. Everything I've earned over the last year plus to get me to be in title contention, when I was winning 3-on-1s and 5-on-1s and gauntlets and chasing Michael Mistretta and then having to go through Matt Cardona, I did it myself. So I don't see where I need assistance from somebody. And if I am going to have someone in my corner, like, I need to be able to know I can trust them.
Right? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm sorry. There's people going in the chat.
That's okay. So next Saturday night.
June 17th.
Go in the distance. I'm telling you right now. I know Conway is experienced. I know Conway has a lot of victories on his belt notch. I know Conway is not a quitter. I've seen his matches with Dan Barry. I've seen him wrestle with Man Bun Jesus. I've seen him go to battle in CZW and other top organizations. But if he's going to try and leave that sportatorium with this belt, if Conway believes himself to be the cause of it all, to be the change in NYWC, he's going to have to go the distance and then some. Because if I lose this match, this very well may be the last match I ever wrestle.
Wow. I can't imagine NYWC without the Big O, man.
I mean, I don't want to imagine it either. But if I drop this belt and Joey Conway becomes the NYWC heavyweight champion, I really don't know what's left for me. So Conway might portray an image that he's hungry and he's thirsty and he needs the championship for validation.
Right.
But on my side, because of the mileage I have on my body and the body of work I've done in wrestling over my 13-year career, this championship right now it's like everything to me. It's my real final last chapter in my book of wrestling. And I don't think I'm ready to close the page and write the end. So
Joey's in for one hell of a fight.
Conway is in for a match that he has never experienced in his life. And that doesn't say that I'm not expecting the exact same, because I would be heartbroken if the cause of it all, Joey Conway, didn't bring every single thing he has. Every trick in the bag, every sneak attack, every methodical, tactical move, even the way he laces his boots, let's say, right?
Right.
Every single detail to what he's going to prepare for this match. I know that he is going to bring it. And you are guys, like, whoever is at this show or streams this show is going to be getting their money's worth.
Awesome. Is this show going to be streamed?
I hope so. And if not, if you go to NYWC Wrestling's website, which is nywcwrestling.com, you can subscribe. And I think it's $4.99 a month. And every single match from every show from years past is available in the archives.
Oh, wow.
And if the show is not streamed live, I'm sure it'll be available within 48 to 72 hours to catch.
Awesome, man. Listen, man. I know you got this. You're gonna take this and you're gonna win.
It's a slippery line here when you want to talk kayfabe, right, Papa Dank? It's a shady area with today's social media where, you know, these indie guys want to cut these old school 80 promos. But then again, you got guys that are posting Instagram and Snapchat stories with their number one villain hanging out at a pool party.
Yeah.
So I try not to get too into character, but at the same time, I like to preserve the integrity of the sport or the art, if you would. And I'm excited for this match. Like, this has been a great story we've started to tell. And you'll have to be there to see if this story ends or if there's another to be continued, ...
All right. I guess we'll have to wait till June 17th to find out.
That's right.
Make sure you're getting your tickets for this event. If you are in Long Island, make sure you are coming to this event. Unfortunately, I will not be in Long Island.
That's okay. We have a pretty stacked card. You have Bad Brad Benson and Alvin Alvarez dueling it out to be the number one contender for a Fusion Championship match the following month. I know the Starlet title just changed over.
It did. Little Me Kathleen.
We have new tag team champs finally. So this card is stacked from top to bottom. Don't get me wrong.
Stacked.
This upcoming summer, NYWC has a lot of great events planned, and it'd be a damn awful shame to start the summer with a big O loss of the title. So I'm telling all my fans right now, I'm going to give blood, sweat, tears, whatever need be to make sure that I walk out of that building holding that NYWC championship high again. All right?
Awesome. Now, that's not the only place you're going to be this summer, NYWC. I saw you're going to be somewhere else on July 8th.
Yes, I am. So
let's talk about that real quick.
I could talk about that very quickly.
Gotcha.
A good friend of mine that I've known for almost 20 years actually had cancer and battled and beat it. And he had joined NYWC Wrestling back in 2010 or 11 and had to terminate his wrestling training prematurely for cancer treatments. and he's always remained a huge wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Sean Wachter, good friend of mine. And now that he's a little older and he's been cancer-free, he's looking to get back into the professional wrestling community.
That's awesome.
And he hosts fundraisers for the St. Jude's Children's Hospital to generate, funds to help donate to cancer treatment and research. And this is a show that he's hosting that he asked me to co-host. And the NYWC Championship will be on the line if I retain next Saturday night. So, again, it would be a damn awful shame if I walk into the Baldwin American Legion without that NYWC strap over my shoulder. But again, this show is for an excellent cause. Tickets are very affordable. They're only $15. I'll send you that graphic when we cut the interview. And anybody interested in that event, hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Instagram, get in touch with Papa Dank. I'll give you all the information for the show. It's Saturday, July 8th, Baldwin American Legion Post. It's local. It's Nassau County. It's a great cause. There's a great card being put together. And this is going to be for a new upcoming promotion. If this show does well, we're hoping to run multiple shows throughout the next upcoming year.
Awesome. And that will be Saturday, right? Yeah, Saturday, July 8th. I just checking my calendar real quick.
That's right.
I want to make that show, man. Not only do I have you there, you're my good pal and everything. I have another pal on the card too, Robbie Rebel.
Robbie Rebel.
That's my buddy.
Say it ain't so. I've seen him and a couple other guys that are listed on the card have already been chirping all over Instagram. I'm loving it.
That's right, man. So I'm gonna have to. I know I'm off that day, so I'm gonna have to come down and support, which I will do. So I'm definitely gonna be at that show to support both you guys and for this great fundraiser. So any last words, Big O?
I just hope everybody that comes to Going the Distance next week, you get your money's worth, but I can guarantee you that you will. And if you can't make the show, again, like I said, you can sign up at nywcwrestling.com, subscribe to their YouTube channel and their archives. You can catch any match from any NYWC graduate, Trent Beretta, Matt Cardona, Brian Myers, Mike Mondo, Tony Nese, King Mega, on and on and on and on. And every NYWC legend, every match that's ever been recorded is in the archives. So try and get your tickets. I still have a few front row available. There's general admission available. And hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, because we're taking you for a ride.
Whoa. All right, Big O. Big O, thank you very much. Before we go, I just want to remind everybody that I am part of an anti-bullying campaign with MCW. I am going to be creating special stickers. I'm going to debut on next Monday's MCW chat with Carl Clapp. And any proceeds from that sticker will go directly to an anti-bullying cause for MCW. I will send them the money, whatever, PayPal, Zelle, but they will get that money from any stickers that I sell for that. And that logo will debut next Monday night when I have Carl coming on with a very special guest, Big O. They told me a story about a child in a school that was being bullied, and she's coming on next Monday to tell her story. Olivia will be on the show with us to talk about her experiences and what MCW's campaign and MCW's support means to her and her family. So you're not going to want to miss that very special episode next Monday night at 9. Big O, thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate you, buddy.
You got it, everyone. Remember, next Saturday night. Time to unleash that dragon.
That's right. If you're looking for tickets, hit up the Big O directly, or you can message me and I will point you in his direction. Either way, so we can get those tickets sold, and the July 8th show as well. Let's not forget that. Everybody have a good night. Big O, just stick around for 1 second.